Angels, angels, angels. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How y'all doing? Oh, it's freezing. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's freezing so much. So bad. Y'all listen, I had said 2 minutes in the chat because I had bought a bottle of wine for Thanksgiving. And I had it in the car all this time. And I'm like, let me go get my bottle of wine out the car because I need a glass because I'm about to put this cheesecake in the oven. So excuse me, y'all gonna hear some pounding because I'm gonna be crunching up some Oreos in the background. But I just really wanted to talk to y'all for a little bit. Hey, Hazel. Soap, hey, Soap, how are you, darling? Gemini, my beautiful Gemini and Spam. I hope that everybody is well. Anybody who's still here, thank y'all so much for being on time and beating me here. So I appreciate you for that. Hold on one second. So yeah, y'all. So I appreciate y'all for coming by. So how are you, babes? I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see y'all. So happy to see y'all. Hey, Des. Yeah, y'all. I had to go outside, so I know I didn't cut back my drinking, y'all. Listen, it ain't no motherfucking way that I would have bottles of liquor and wine just sitting around for months and a year. And y'all, my birthday about to come up again, and I still got a bottle of Patron that I bought last year. Oh my God. Dolly. Hey, Bestie Boo. Hey, Des. How are you, darling? Monita, how are you, beautiful? Hey, J Mac, how are you? Um, oh, the massage chair. Okay then, girl. Y'all, I'm looking for one of the gifts I want to get for my mama. I want to get her, y'all, they sell like the little foot massage things, like you actually stick your feet inside it and you know it moves around, massage your feet and stuff. I actually seen one that do your legs and everything, like do your calves and stuff. So that might be a little bit out my price range this time around, but I'm a damn sure get her the feet one. So I've been looking for that. I found a couple of them, but y'all know I'm always shopping for the best price and all of that. So anyway, I'm still open if y'all are looking for something specifically for Christmas that y'all have not bought yet. Y'all looking for a good deal. If it's something specific that y'all shopping for, let me know. Just drop it in a comment or something, or email it to me and I will find it for you for the best price. Okay. Um yeah, I got a bunch of mods in here. Look like. Hey, Bashful, how are you, darling? How y'all doing? How y'all Monday going? Oh, baby. Dolly, I see you say you drained. Listen, me too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Can you please ask Dr. Sophie why does he have me blocked? So, you Hey, Aria, how are you, darling? Wait, so do you got somebody named J Mac Block? If he blocked you, it's for a reason. So don't block everybody. Um, but anyway, he usually block you because for something serious. He ain't really like sensitive like that. Bashful Beauty said, "Can you give us your thoughts on why some women don't like trans women to talk about bio women, but allow and cheer men like Stomp Down and ZX to degrade bio women? Thanks." Ooh, ooh. Okay, so he said he gonna check, J Mac. He gonna check and see if he got you blocked, babe. Oh, you subscribe? He subscribed to your channel. So when someone block me for no reason, it's whatever. Yeah, yeah. I'm not really too I mean, I can understand like if you support a person, sometimes it can happen by accident. You welcome, J Mac. Like matter of fact, I was in Bree's chat a couple days ago, and she was leaving out. Matter of fact, because she said James was going live, had just went live, so she was ending hers, and I was in the midst of commenting something, like when she was saying that, because I was kind of like still behind a little bit in the chat. But anyway, I had got timed out. It said I was timed out by the owner of the channel. And I'm like, what the hell? What I do? But I mean, I had just figured it was probably like a mistake. A lot of times, like the chat be moving and you trying to, you know, you moving around, you touching your screen and stuff. You might be going for one person, but if the chat move up before you get a chance to do what you're doing, then you'll get the wrong person. So sometimes it's by mistake. But even if it's not a mistake, I'm like, shit, look, I ain't about to cry about nobody not wanting to see me in a fucking chat. Trust and believe, okay? Focus on the ones who do want to see you. That's what I say. All right. Veronica Boo, you love to get blocked. I know you do. You like, bitch, block me again. Can you block me twice? Bitch, can you block me twice? But sometimes a person will block you because of your opinion, but I support my community regardless. That's what's up. So Bashful Beauty. So let me read that question again real quick because I'm about to pour this glass of wine. Let me read that question. Can you give us your thoughts on why some women don't like trans women to talk about bio women, but allow and cheer men like Stompdown and ZX to degrade bio women? Thanks. Now my short answer before I go into the long of it is people are biased. People are biased to who they allow what type of actions from or what type of behavior from. And that's the simple of it, right? I say, bro, I hope you give your opinion on everything because you hold no biased opinion. Oh, thank you, babes. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you, Bashful Beauty. Well, thank y'all. Y'all don't like me. Spam, you be giving it to them, no. They be like, oh my God, what's Spam about to say? Let me go look for the Spam comment. What she say? I don't even know. Are you a she? I don't want to call you a she or whatever, but but people are very much so biased as to, you know, speaking of bias, people are very much so biased as to what they accept from different people, right? So I think when it comes to bio women and trans women, I sometimes feel like there is some tension. Okay. And I just feel like there's some tension there. I feel like sometimes, you know, as a bio woman, you feel like, look, this is who I was born this, you know, I was born this way. I didn't have no choice in it. You know, you just learn to live as who you were brought here to be. And, you know, and you deal with everything that comes with it, right? And then, so there could be a little bit of tension for it. I'm gonna say this because I haven't really ever heard anybody say this, but there could be a little bit of resentment for some, and I'm just, you know, speaking to some. This is a very general, very much so. If it hits you, it hits you. If it don't, it don't. But there could be a little bit of resentment for some because, you know, maybe, you know, they feel like, look, I didn't have a choice. I was born. This is how I was born. You know, I didn't ask for no damn period. I didn't ask to, you know, I have sex. I got to watch and make sure I don't get pregnant, all types of shit. Like, you know, there's certain things like as a woman or even as a male that we just can't help. We're born into these bodies and we just have to grow into whatever happens in this body, right? And so even if there are certain things that our bodies are meant to do, we might not even be ready for that, you know, or not even want to deal with it or, you know, have nothing to do with it. But we do because this is who we are and we just have grown to be who we were born to be. As a trans person, you made a decision. You know, you truly feel like you were born into the wrong body. That's not who you are. That's not who you're supposed to be, and that's not who you are going to continue to live your life as. And so you made a solid decision to change that, and to live as who you feel like you really are. And there could be a little bit of resentment because we can't just change certain things about ourselves that we wish we didn't have to deal with. Outside of that, as far as just speaking on a certain group of people, I think that you know when a bio woman hears a trans woman give a perspective as a woman, sometimes they feel like you're not qualified to speak on that because you weren't born a woman, so you don't really have the qualifications to speak on um certain topics, right? And then, but you have men out here who will speak on bio women. They will tell us who we are, how we feel, what we should do, what we shouldn't do, how we should act, and everything. And we just take it because it's a man talking, and we're listening to it. We're giving that man the benefit of the doubt to give us their point of view from a man's perspective on a woman's behavior, or a woman's actions and who she is. um and so that could go into something very deep, because the conversation can get real deep. But I mean, that's my surface thoughts on it. As far as I think people are biased. I think people will take certain opinions and thoughts, advice even, from one group of people, but be very much so opposed to another group of people speaking on it at all. And the thing about it is, as a human being, regardless of what your gender is, or who you live your life as, I think that all perspectives can be taken into consideration, because a lot of times, it's not about you being qualified to speak on a topic, or being experienced in speaking on a topic. A lot of times it's the people who are on the outside looking in that have the better view. you know um they can give you a better understanding of what it is, because you're looking at it from a different perspective. You're looking at it from a different angle. So that's what I think about that. And thank you for asking. They are biased. They pick and choose who to speak on and bow to the ones who hold the numbers. That's a person who is delusional to me. Yeah, because the you know what statistics say that most people are followers. I don't know if you heard that. Chef, hey handsome, how are you, darling? Hey Joanna Boo, what's going on? Everything is not straight. They are viewed as an abomination. Absolutely. And ooh, spam. And that word, Lord Jesus, that word would hit you in your soul, won't it? Um, yeah, because and see, you gotta listen to you gotta look at who you listening to also, right? Like, who are we letting talk again? Like, the people even that you name, Bashful, it's like, do we even want to listen to anything they got to say, especially on a serious topic like that? Right? Because these are people who go with the wind. They go where the wind blows. They don't stand for nothing. Okay? These are so-called men that they're followers them damn selves, right? Natasha Boo, I'm glad you dropped down, darling. Birthdays is almost coming. Capricorn season is almost coming. But yeah, it's like, you gotta, it's not even about letting a man speak on a certain topic or a certain group of people. It's about people as individuals, right? Because it's like, from a man's perspective, a real man, and I'm not saying like he got to be straight. I'm just saying a man that stands in his shit, that holds his own, that got his shit together. That's who I want. That's the type of man I want to listen to and I want to hear talk. And if he got something to say specifically, he has an open mind, an open heart, he's strong in his faith. That's the type of man that I want to hear what he got to say, right? These men that are just here for whatever they can get out of a situation, they only around when it's beneficial. They only show up when they trying to get seen. I don't want to hear shit they got to say. All right. Blog Spot. Hey, darling. How are you? I'm doing fantastic, April. Thank you for asking. You welcome. You welcome. I'm good, babe. I'm good. Chilling. Hey, Fifi. Hey, Dow. April, this may sound strange, but I see it as a compliment. I think you being biracial gives you a sharper sense and insight to issues that touch on identity and being made to feel like the other. Ooh, you know what, Bashful? I agree with you there. You know what? I really think so also because, and I honestly, I don't even know if it's the biracial part of me because, to be honest, I really didn't pay attention to. I really didn't. And I know people will take this as, oh, you don't know who you are, or you don't know, this and that, like, my history and stuff like that. But, I was raised in a Black household. I was raised being Black. I really didn't like really look deep into being biracial until, my kids started to get older. And even not even then, I really would say YouTube. Because even with my kids, raising my kids, I raised them to be aware of the world as a Black person, you know. Even in my adulthood, like being out there in the world. Right now at my job, y'all, right now at my job, I'm Black. But and so I don't even know, it's like, but I've just always looked at myself. I've always let me say, describe myself as biracial, which I am. I just see things from both perspectives. I try to view things from different sides because I'm all about understanding. I want to understand before anything. I feel like than understanding is more important than coming to a common ground. I think it's more important than agreeing. Is more important than even coming to a resolution. Because if you understand, from that point, you can make an educated decision on how to move forward. And you may not move forward on a common ground. You may not move forward and agree. You may not move forward and come to a resolution. You may still stand strong in what you believe. But you walk away making that decision from an educated standpoint versus an assumption, or or just having half-assed information. you know um so yeah, so I just try to view things from different perspectives. I feel like it's very important to open yourself up to understanding, to opening yourself up to different viewpoints. And I mean, to be honest, even if when you listen to people talk, right? Like ZX, for example, since I listened to him on Lady Nika's panel, right? Hey, Prayed Up. Hey, babe. And when I listened to him on Lady Nika's panel, and I came in at a point where he was speaking to, Jackie was speaking to him, and they were talking about him using misunderstood, right? And So when he started to speak and give his point, what did he do? He very much so contradicted himself. He goes from saying he wasn't using her to what everybody was doing to, yes, I was using her, but I'm saying that to say that if you just let people talk long enough, they will prove your point for you, right? They will prove that there's always going to be another side to the coin. There's always going to be another side. When you listen to people talk, just when it comes to YouTube and commentary and different situations that we see going on right now, even right now, this situation with doxing and, how do you come back at people? Commentary and what's going too far and what's using and what's just commentary and there's always going to be another side. The same point that people use to defend their stance is the same point that another person will use to tear it down, to prove them wrong. Because there's always going to be an opposite side. There's always going to be a justification. There's always going to be a reason why. So you'll have people, oh, I don't support this, but, well, this person did it to me, so I mean, you have things where at some point somebody has to stand for something. Somebody has to have boundaries. Somebody has to have a bottom line. They got to say, look, this is what I stand for. This is what I don't tolerate. And if it goes past that, that's it. Because at the moment where you allow one person's actions to move you, you let that person knock you off your square, it ain't never going to be built the same again. That line ain't never going to be able to be crossed again or drawn again. Right? Because you let somebody move you. You let what I did to you, you let that change your stance on what you say you believe in. This is what you said you believe in. This is what you say you stand for and what you don't support. So if you let somebody move you off of that, then there is no respect or nothing like that, nothing else after that. From then on, you're going to always get moved. You're going to always get knocked off. People are always going to test you, and they're not going to respect your stance and what you say you do stand for or don't stand for. You let them call your bluff, and you let them prove you wrong. That's why being a content creator, you got to be careful who you following and who you listening to when it comes to certain shit. Now, if you just on here for a kiki and you want to laugh and talk shit and listen to people cuss and holler and all that shit, that's cool. Everybody needs some entertainment. It's fun to watch people make a fool out of their damn self. I done been on here and did it plenty of times. Okay? Won't say that I won't do it no more. But when you're talking about certain topics, like your life being in danger, when you're talking about topics like addiction, when you're talking about topics like abuse and colorism and how people, certain lifestyles, people's sexualities, those are topics that people need to know what the hell they talking about. People need to stand for something when they having them conversations. You can't listen to nobody that don't stand for shit having them conversations. Because them same people, you will listen to them say one thing and they'll only be talking about it really because of some beef that happened or some drama that happened, and it's surrounding that topic or a person that's living in that certain lifestyle, right? So that's what will trigger the conversation. But then watch their viewpoint when it's somebody else, when it's involving somebody else in that same situation or in that same lifestyle, and watch how their views change. That will tell you who stands for what and who's really serious. And the thing about it is, those types of topics are what run the world. Those topics are what are the very issues in the world right now, for the most part. Those topics are the topics of why we see so much death, of why we see so much heartache, is why we see so many generational curses still continuing. They are very serious and they need to be dealt with care, and they need to be had with people who stand for something and who are educated in knowing what they're speaking about. But see, we let real life situations bring these topics up in the beef sector, and then the same people who stood for it today, tomorrow they will be going against it and telling you how fuck that, fuck this, it don't matter, I don't give a fuck, whatever. This is the reason why, this is why it don't matter now, this is why. No, you have to stand for something at the end of the day. Hey, Vibrant, how you doing, boo? Crystal. Hey, Big Trap, how you doing, babe? So if you grow up in a household with good foundation, your parents never teach you hate towards other groups. And oh my goodness, and that is so important. It's so important. See, I think part of that, like especially growing up, especially in the last few generations, right? I think we're just now really in a generation, babies that are being had now, right? These parents that are having babies now. I think these parents are the parents that will hopefully raise their children to not judge people for their sexuality and to just love people. Because I think like the generation I was raised up in, and even like my parents' generation, and if you're gonna go back further, it really was not non-existent in the household being talked about. But I think that, when people are just learning, when people are just becoming aware, or they're not accepting of it themselves, then no, they're not going to teach. They're not going to teach that. They're just not going to talk about it at all. Right? So, and especially if you're not raised up around anybody who is, you know, who is living that lifestyle, who is like coming out, or who is like trying to, be okay with themselves in that moment. Like if you don't have that around you, then it was even better because we ain't got to talk about it. So I think hopefully, these kids that are coming up now, these parents will teach their kids to love, just love people. You don't judge people for who they are, what they act like. It comes down to character. It should always come down to character. Any surface level bullshit, you don't judge people for surface level bullshit. How they look, how they act, their sexuality, how they dress, they skin, the color of their skin, like all of that is surface level fuck shit. That should not determine if a person should be accepted or not. And so hopefully this generation, because I feel like even me growing up, it just wasn't talked about at all. Like you didn't talk about it. It's just like as you get older and you just learn, hopefully within yourself, you have, you just have the heart to know that you don't judge people for how they choose to live their life. Um, Truth be told, I never experienced colorism. It's only been an issue that became real when I watch people on YouTube. Me too, Monita. Me too. You learn how to separate one thing to another. Yep. His excuse was I was using her, but for her own well-being. And that's some bullshit. Now that's some bullshit. I was using her for her well-being. So I'm going to, you know, use your your real life hardship. Like, do y'all know? See, the only thing with somebody like Misunderstood, she seems to be financially stable. She seems to have resources, right? And I was just telling my daughter this over the weekend, you know, that people will judge you. They only judge you in addiction when they see that you can't handle the addiction. They judge you in your addiction when you can no longer fund it, right? You can be addicted and still pay your bills and dress decent and your kids not miss school. And, you can be, that's what they call functioning addicts. You can do that. And guess what? People will not judge you. People won't say nothing about it. But as soon as you got an eviction notice, as soon as your lights get turned off, as soon as your kids is missing school or you ain't getting up in the morning, blah, 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 whatever, then that's when people want to say it's a problem. No, see, that's when you see it's a problem. It's been a problem way before that. Because I'm going to tell you something about addiction. People live in it a long time, hiding it way before anybody else ever sees it. Okay? You will be functioning and robbing Peter to pay Paul and doing everything in your power to not allow people to see it, to hide it from people. So trust and believe, by the time the public sees it, by the time family notices it, by the time your kids know what you're doing, you've been in it for years. You've been in it deep for a long, long period of time. So by the time the people who see you and who know it's a problem or see it's a problem, now they're trying to step in and help you out and get you help and give you advice and do all of the things, not knowing that by the time they see it, you already too far gone. You already too far gone, and you even got even longer to go before you decide that you want to make a change. It's people right now who still smoke crack. It's people right now who still smoke crack and function on a daily basis because that's just what they do. Crackheads since the 80s, still doing it right now. But guess what? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it because they still go to work, they still pay their bills, they still make it whatever happen. They just know, oh, auntie just smoke a little crack. But let auntie get put out. Let auntie lose her job or lose her car or something like that. Now people are going to try to step in. First, people going to start talking about auntie, right? They're going to talk shit. They're going to spread their rumors. They're going to use assumptions. They're going to say whatever they're going to say about her. Then they are going to try to step in and call themselves trying to help her, not knowing auntie been doing this for a long time and she got a long way, even longer way to go. And the thing about it is, it's just like love, right? That toxic love that you so in love with somebody and you just can't let them go and y'all just back and forth and everybody telling y'all how y'all don't need to be together. Somebody gonna get hurt, blah, 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 whatever. But by the time your family or by the time everybody knows about what's going on in your relationship, now they trying to step in and help you out, but you keep going back. Why? Because by the time they found out about it, yeah, it's bad, but it ain't got to its worst. It ain't got to the worst. So you still have a long way to go. It's like, yeah, y'all know about it now. Like, this been going on. This has been going on. So y'all know about it. But I got a long way to go. We got another 5 years doing this before I end up seeing that I really got to get up and leave. It's sad, but it's true. And so what happens is is the addict will finally see something has to hit them in their spirit. It don't hit you in your spirit. It's not about their kids being hurt. It's not about their family being hurt. It's not about being embarrassed. It's not about none of that. Something has to hit them in their spirit. They have to lose something that they truly, truly care about in order for them to make that change. They have to really see for themselves that it's a problem, not just say it, but they have to really accept it. They're going to have to lose their kids. They're going to have to lose that job. They're going to have to lose that lifestyle. They're going to have to lose that partner, lose their family support. They're going to have to lose a whole hell of a lot before they see that, it's a problem, that they going to have to make a change or this is going to be gone. And some people lose everything. So it's like, yeah, if you see somebody like that, you want to care about them, you want to help them, you want to try to reach out to them and all of that kind of stuff. But somebody saying that they're helping you or they're using you for your well-being, I mean, I don't even know what, like what mindset would even make a statement like that. A mindset that ain't got it all together. They're addicted to attention. They're addicted to something. And then what you have to realize is even after a person does stop using a substance, guess what they're going to do? They're going to pick up something else. Now they're going to pick up another habit. That's what's going to happen, because an addicted personality is just that. It's just in you. So you're going to pick up something else. It may be sex. It may be shopping. It may be, well, instead of drinking, I'll smoke weed. It can be attention. It can be whatever. You're going to find something else to feel what that drug used to feel. So you still will have the same behaviors because you didn't lose the addiction. You just stopped using the substance. Being an addict is a whole lifestyle in itself. It's a behavior. The substance is just what comes with the behavior. So once you stop using the substance, you still gonna lie. You still gonna do something. Addicts, they lie. They're con artists. They gonna try to make you believe whatever they selling, whatever story they selling. So they may still lie. They're still gonna have like that conniving, little sneaky behavior. They're still gonna have that. That's a whole behavior change in itself, because now I stop using the substance. Well, now I gotta actually change my behavior. So there's different things, and that is why that woman is the way that she is. I don't know if she's still using or not, but she still has that behavior, and she's going to have it for a long period of time, because she has to see that that's a problem. See, the thing about it is people think that using a substance is the problem. That's not even the problem. The problem is the behavior that comes with it. If a person was just an addict and they didn't lie, they didn't steal, they still just went on, lived they just regular life and was, just a person, whatever. They just still lived a regular life, no behavior came with it. Nobody would give a fuck. But it's the behavior that comes with it. You get high, you want to fuck everything. You need a drug, now you want to steal from everybody. You want to lie to everybody. You want to stay out for days. You can't have no relationships. You can't take care of your kids. You can't hold a job. You can't, you're not trustworthy. Because it's a behavior. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm so sorry, y'all. Hey, Angel, what do you think of Stone Down attacking your trans community? He keeps talking down his lives because wait a minute, he keeps taking down his lives because people keep flagging him. He keep losing pages. See, in basketball, I didn't even know about that, hun. I didn't even know about him even what he was talking about or anything like that. Every now and then I see a mention where he tags me in his videos. Um, but when I went over there the two times that I saw that, I didn't even see what he was talking about, somebody like a moderator or some bullshit that I didn't even know what the hell was going on. So I just left it alone. This is why I haven't spoken on certain things today. I hate to hear the ignorance on certain things. It's a shame. It is. He was trans but deleted it. However, Mr. Apollo caught it and has it on his channel. Wait, Stone don't say he trans? Wait. Not going to happen when you live in a country that don't support you. Ooh. As long as I'm happy, I don't try to make a person who has a one-track mind even bother to explain to them who I am. Yeah. They don't even deserve all of that. Hey, Levine. Hey, boo. I'm so sorry. I was just talking. Empty people don't care if things they do impact others. That's why I can't do people who always sad, full of hate, not satisfied at all with anything in their life, just low energy folks. Yeah, I can't. And we have tons of examples here in the beef sector, absolutely. But if you keep pushing them to a dangerous level, you've learned nothing. You notice that the way folks talk is very telling. Absolutely, spam. And that's why I say you let people talk, you just keep on. I have to disagree. I say, for there's different types of addicts. Some of us never did that. And Crystal, you're right too. You are right. Everybody is different. So everybody is not the same. And I'm just giving examples of what I saw as seeing people in addiction. Um, so I'm just speaking on my own experience, okay? Everybody's experience is different, right? And so I'm just speaking on, things that I've seen. Like, I just know people who, and everybody didn't steal, okay? Let me not put out the narrative that, or the assumption and support that assumption that just anybody who is addicted to something steals or whatever. But we do, we will have people who have like that sneaky behavior, that cover up, because you will not, you don't want people to know what you're doing or how often you're doing it, okay? Because there's things that people do and it's like, oh well, I only do this like when I go out, or I only do this after work, or I only do this, it's like I only do this. But then when it starts becoming more and more, and you're doing it during the day, you're doing it all the time, or just whatever, you will have behaviors where you are trying to cover things up so that people are not knowing the extent and seeing how it is growing. And that just comes over time, and that just depends also on how deep you get in it. Some people can catch it early on. I told y'all about me taking pills after my daddy passed away. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Like, from going from hustling to actually being on the other side, it's like, it's all good when, they'll call it like a dealer's habit, right? Because it's like when you always have something readily available, or like they tell people, number one rule, don't get high on your own supply, right? So, but that's how people have that dealer's habit, because when they constantly have a never ending supply, that's another thing. People don't see it as an issue. Oh, I just do a little bit here and there, or I just pop one, blah, 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 whatever, But then when you get to a point where you feel your body changing when you don't have it, you know what I'm saying? Now you see it's a problem. And how it started with me is I just totally just hibernated. I just totally just took myself out of the world, right? Like, and y'all will see, I think even like I said, you'll still have certain behaviors. Like I think like I still have that behavior now. Like I would just totally like just, remove myself from all contact, you know. I had stopped working. What made me stop working is because I had broke my toe. I broke two of my toes. And so it was the winter time also. So I had broke my I had just moved, broke my damn foot. Um and I was just in the house, like wasn't working, just depressed, like, and I think that's the one time that I do know like I was depressed because it was just like I didn't want to talk to nobody, didn't want to see nobody, barely was even dealing with my kids. I would just make sure they gotta get ready for school. Good, they gone, they come back home, whatever. My mama was coming to get them a lot and stuff, and I was just like withdrawn. I was totally withdrawn from the world for months, like 3 months, like that whole winter season. And and then so when I kind of started to come out of it, like, girl, you gotta go to work, you gotta go make some money, you gotta go do what you like, what are you doing? And even my kids, like, mom, like, and my friends would come get me, like, girl, get the fuck up out this house, put on some clothes, I don't give a fuck, come on, and I have felt myself like, what was it? I don't even know. I got up one time or whatever, was going over my friend's house or whatever, and I just wasn't taking nothing. I didn't take no pill or whatever. And I felt my body and I said, oh hell no. I said, oh hell no. Like I had this like irritating feeling, like I was irritated. And it was just like I just felt a difference. Let me say it like that. I felt a difference. So I'm like looking up symptoms and stuff like that, right? And I'm like, oh fuck no, I ain't going through this bullshit. So that's what even extended, that's what made it 6 months instead of 3 months. Because I was scared to go through like what people go through. Like I felt that little bit of irritation and stuff, and I'm like, oh no. Mm-mm. So I just like weaned myself down until like I went to the dentist, and going to the dentist or whatever, and they gave me like a ibuprofen Vicodin pill. It's like Vicoprofen or something like that. They gave me that, and once I went to the dentist, when I went back 2 weeks after the dentist, I took those and I was done. Like, so I didn't take nothing else after that. And took my ass back to work and stuff. By then I was going back to work and whatever, and just, went back into my regular routine. But I'm telling you, like, I can't say that I was like so deep in it that I was just, but my life did totally change. And it was like I just didn't want to be around anybody, and I just wanted to sleep all the time. So that's why I took the medicine, because it would just like knock me out. I'll just be knocked out sleep. But then I started staying up, and I said, oh fuck no. I started staying up off of it. It didn't make me go to sleep. And that's how, I started to see it for myself, you know. And I don't know, and I just remember like this ain't gonna be me, right? Because like I grew up in this, like I bet the fuck I ain't about to be out here all fucked up. But what I saw why people bought them. I saw why people was messed up on them. I was like, oh, so this is what they be doing. This is what be going on or whatever. So, and it's really not funny because people are really fucked up. They have ruined people's lives and stuff like that. But I'm just saying that, given my experience, on my own personal experience. So I'm saying that to say something has to hit you in your spirit. You have to get to a place in your life where something is more important to you than what you're doing. You have to get to a place where you see that you need change in your own life. People telling you need to change, people giving you advice, people offering you help, doing all of that. That's not what's going to um, make a person make that decision. It's got to be all in them. It got to be all in them. It doesn't matter who's around and who says what or how anybody else is feeling. Because the thing about it was, if those people and those things and all of that was enough, they wouldn't be in it for that long anyway. A lot of people are doing that because they're trying to fill something. They're trying to cover something up. They're trying to, replace something else that they haven't found out how to cope with it yet. So if those people or things could fill that void, then that they would already be working. They would never be on what they're on in the first place or doing what they're doing in the first place. Y'all, I'm crunching up cookies to put in this damn cheesecake. I think I have to prove everything to everyone. I know, Crystal Girl, and I wish you didn't. Oh, I wish you didn't. You can pretend to care, but you can't pretend to be there. Learn that the hard way. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. That's the thing. Some people just want to be believed, you know? And I guess I get it because it's like, it ain't no fun when people, you know, and I think like even with me, like being on YouTube, you know how it's like certain people like they just always got a receipt. And you know how people on here like I don't believe shit unless I got a receipt, blah blah blah. And I just be like, if I see something, you know what I'm saying? If I see something or hear something and I speak on it and somebody asks me for a receipt, I get offended because I'm not gonna lie. Like, but I mean I guess I get it, but at the same time it's like, I don't know what you used to. I don't know what your trust issue is. What, whatever you got going on, but a receipt, like I seen it. I heard it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no better receipt than what you seen and what you heard. And I'm not gonna sit up here and lie on anybody, like, especially we on YouTube. The shit happened on video. Like mostly on a live stream. So why would I lie about something that you can just go look at again? And even if somebody takes the video down, I ain't the only one that watched it. I might be the only one that admit that I saw or heard what I saw, but I'm not the only one. Somebody knows I'm telling the truth. But it's just like you feel offended because it's like, oh my God, like I just think that, when I say something, people should just believe it because I wouldn't lie to you. But then people don't know that, and you have to think on the other end, like, well, like, how the fuck do I know that you won't lie? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I know? Like, or whatever. So you got to look at it from both ends. But I mean, for me, I'm just like, look, if you need all of that from me, then you just don't even got to listen to me because I'm not going to tell you no lies, you know? Um, I don't know, y'all. This should be crazy. This should be crazy. Okay. And even what I came on here to talk about, because I done went all into all different type of shit. But that shit, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I almost, and even now, it's hitting me because number one, I'm pissed I got the notification. Out of all the fuck notifications that I don't get, the one that I do get is from Fkd. Okay, the one that I do get is from her. So to see that, I got the notification and I seen Brianna's name, right? I had no idea I was about to see what I saw. But I'm going to tell you something. I damn near was about to cry. And the reason why is because it is so fucked up. People are so fucked up. Like, to see a person in such a vulnerable, everyday, just going about their day. That was it. The girl was just going about her day. She wasn't bothering nobody. She wasn't saying nothing to nobody. She wasn't looking for nothing. She was just going about her day as usual and doing something that we all do on a regular basis. Go in a store, go in a gas station, go to pick up some food. Something that we do on a regular basis. That's all she was doing. and you sitting outside just waiting to take a video. Like, how fucked up in your life talking about trying to prove something to somebody? Like, what is it inside of you that made you feel like you needed to be such of a friend to Fkd that you needed to go and get that? Because that's all that was. They don't give a fuck about seeing Brianna out. They gave a fuck about being the one to be able to give somebody the video, give Fkd the video. Now that is wanting to prove something to somebody. I do know. I know, Natasha. I'm just like, and I mean, it like damn near brought tears to me because I'm just like, damn, that's so fucked up. Like, the girl is going to get something to eat. Like, you should feel stupid, really, for real, because it's like y'all talk about her weight so much. Y'all talk about how she take care of this man, yet it looked to me like she just had one dinner. She had one dinner, so it's not like she's sitting over there. What was y'all calling her, a feeder? Or him, he's a feeder. So don't they have like all types of food, like a whole damn grocery cart full of food that they be sitting there eating? She had one container. A lot of times when you go out and get takeout, you even have multiple containers because they be separating every fucking thing. Or you know, you might get like all the courses or whatever, get some dessert or whatever. She had one container, it looked like to me. She didn't even have a dinner for her man that y'all say she take care of. I'm telling you, Blog Spot, that shit fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. Because, and I'm just saying, because for you to just be out doing your regular, you out just doing your regular everyday stuff, and you just walking, minding your business, like she really was just unbothered. Like she was in a very much so relaxed, unbothered, picking up my food, about to go home type of vibe. But you got these stalker ass bitches, low life, nothing to do ass bitches. Like you ain't got shit better, nothing else better to do than go stalk somebody for somebody all the way across the country from you. Cause Fkd all the way up north from you. So you down there doing her dirty work. How much did you get paid for that? That's what I want to know. Cause paparazzi gets paid for all they harassing and stalking. How much did you get paid? Or don't please don't say that you out there being a free bitch. Like I hope you got something out of it outside of a response back from Fkd. Was that your payment? You trying to be the next bitch on her list of people that she flip on? Is that what you're trying to do? Because that's usually how it starts. It usually starts that you trying to make her see you, or you trying to support her in some kind of way and whatever she got going on her channel. And then, you know, then as soon as she gets tired of you, as soon as she ain't benefiting, as soon as she gets somebody else, then here you go. You getting flipped on. She gonna be telling all your business. She gonna have somebody trying to stalk you some damn where. She's a store whore. At the end of the day, she still has to eat. Fuck what they talking about. I mean, yeah. I've been saying all day, okay, it's not a crime to record, but once you put sound mocking her behind it, it turned malicious. Thank you. Because that was my thing. Like I actually did watch the whole clip. Okay. And when I got to the end of it, see, I kept watching because I thought something else was gonna happen. But all it was, you just keep playing the same clip over and over. So you playing the same clip over and over, and then you editing and putting sounds and shit to it. I'm thinking, shit, it's this long, it's gonna be something else gonna happen. But you really just sat there and just watched this girl like 3 or 4 times come out the door and just minding her business. I mean, every time it restarted, it just pissed me off because I'm just like, damn, you know? And the thing about it is, you don't even gotta like nobody for you to know that that's fucked up. You ain't gotta be a fan of Brianna to know that that's fucked up. And I'm not saying fan as if, she's like some celebrity or nothing. I'm just saying, a friend, a rapport, you like her, you support her channel. You don't have to be any of that for you to understand how fucked up that was. That's the thing. And the thing about it is, it's a lot of bitches that's sitting in these chats behind them screen names that look even worse or living a whole hell of a lot worse. Because I will tell you something, Brianna seems to be taking pretty good care of herself. She seems to have a nice home. She has a decent job. She's not hurting financially. So you don't think with all of the surgery and diets and just all of the shit going on these days that people doing, you don't think if she wanted to change her body, she couldn't? I'm almost positive that if that woman wanted to go and change, and I was about to call her a girl, but if that woman wanted to go and change her body, that she would. I'm sure she has decent insurance through her job. She has a job dealing with finance, so they usually provide packages to their employees. So that's the thing. If she wanted to change, she could. See, the thing about being a fucked up ass person is you just fucked up. As far as being ugly in the inside and evil, you just that. You can look good on the outside. You can be appealing. You can have, no imperfections when it comes to your body. But if what you find entertaining is judging and down talking the next person, because that's what help you keep yourself up on a pedestal, you look even worse and you live in even more fucked up. And the thing about it though, a lot of y'all hoes have them imperfections. Y'all hoes ain't looking like shit behind these cameras. You not living like shit. That's why you on here laughing and talking all the shit in the cameras, because it makes you feel better about yourself. Y'all ain't got too much of shit. Y'all sitting up here addicts your damn self. You following everything that another bitch tell you to do. You amening and clapping on everything another bitch tell you to do. Any which way they tell you to go, you just turning. No questions asked. And you grown as fuck. Parents, grandparents. But y'all all got y'all life together. Y'all all just so beautiful and so perfect, and just everything is just lollipops and gumdrops in your world. Y'all all got great men and great lives and got money and just doing everything so great in life, while everybody else out here just living fucked up. So you can just sit on the internet all fucking day and night and talk about how the next person look and live because you so perfect. Usually when you live in that perfect life, it take work to do it. It's not just handed to you. So you don't got both. You don't have time to be on the internet all day and night to drag other bitches and have that perfect life. See, what'll happen is the same thing that's given to you can be taken away. Just like it was given to you, it can definitely be taken away. And that's what the tongue usually does. So while you typing and flapping them lips, You're putting your own karma out into the universe. Wait a minute, excuse the spell check, but I'm saying, wait a minute, hold on. I didn't see anything so bad. We know Bree is big. Exactly, Natasha. Exactly. Yes, Natasha Milan, that's how she said. She said it was last night, but because she knew what she had on and knew she didn't do her hair, I'm saying this. Excuse the spell check, but I'm saying she said that it was last night, but Lipstick Alley is saying they had this video for a week. And Brianna said that's a lie because she had that on last night. So they saying they had it for a week, and Brianna saying they lying because she had that on last night. And I'm pretty sure Brianna know what the fuck she had on and how she was looking last night. And it was last night. And I'm gonna tell you something. It was last night, and I'm gonna tell you how I believe that. Number one, I don't think Brianna gonna lie about what she had on last night. But even if she would, they wouldn't hold on to it for that long. They got that video, and you think they gonna hold on to it for a week? Come on now. No, no, they ain't holding on to nothing for no week. And the thing about it is, exactly. And the thing about it is, like, whoever did that, trust and believe. If they was to be found out or they was to be doxxed their own damn self, guess what? And I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. Bree knew exactly what car they was in because she said they was just parked two cars over. So that means she knows by how she came out the door just what car they was in. And let me tell you something else. You parked in front of a business. Don't you think that business got cameras too? Like, don't you think that bit, like, if Brianna really wanted to, if she wanted to pursue something legally, don't you think that she would be able to contact that business or file a report so that the police can contact that business and get that videotape of who is putting her life in danger? I bet you whoever took that video would talk then. And the thing about it is, videos getting sent all over the internet and posted everywhere and shit. It ain't nothing to follow an IP address. How do you think most of these people be doxing? Because all they got to do is follow the IP address that your email is attached to or your channel is attached to. That's how they do most of their doxing. So if you don't think that it's possible to find out who you are, you know, hopefully maybe you was driving somebody else's car. But see, the thing about it is, if an investigation really was to go down, somebody would be in trouble. And I bet you they'll start talking then. I bet you they'll start telling then. That shit crazy as fuck. So honestly, my question is, do Lipstick Alley have photos of Brianna prior to this and they confusing it? And Brianna, I'm sure, I'm sorry, Joanna, I'm sure because they, you know, they always got mass photos of people, okay? They got hella photos. Lipstick Alley is nothing but people in the bushes, screen recording somebody's video, looking up people, doxing people, looking up people information and all of that shit. That's all the fuck that they do. So I promise you, they got multiple videos. And maybe they put out the wrong one. Maybe they do got other videos or other photos and they thought they was putting one thing out or sharing one thing and they shared the wrong thing prematurely. I don't know. But I bet that ain't the only thing they got. Especially when it comes to video or pictures. Now, I don't know about videos, but I know one thing. They ain't going to hold on to that video that long. They ain't going to hold on to that shit for no week. Please. Hell no, y'all. I was been supposed to put this cheesecake in the damn oven and it take damn near an hour. That shit fucked up. These people is fucked up. They ain't got shit better to fucking do. Like, it's so crazy. They don't got nothing better to do. but just sit back and try and fuck with people. Like, all because you don't like somebody, or all because your fave is talking about them this week. You know, they talking about them this week, so now you gonna go and take photos and stuff of them. What if they friends next week? Then what? You gonna be looking stupid as fuck. You gonna be looking stupid. Not them. You. Because you was being a following ass bitch. I can't stand these bitches. I'm telling you, I just really can't. It just, that shit fucked me up. I was just like, oh my God, like these people just don't fucking stop. They just really don't fucking stop. Like, all the fuck they want to do is just please a bitch online that they probably ain't never gonna meet, ain't never gonna see, ain't never gonna fuck. They ain't getting paid, so they just stalking people for free. Like, how the fuck long was you sitting out there? Like, did Bree say, like, did she go in the place and order her food, or did she already order it and just go pick it up? Like, how long was she fucking sitting out there for them to even, I don't know, that shit crazy. That shit crazy as fuck. I just can't. I just can't. These people really need to get a life. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I just had to come on here and say what I had to say. I think I'm gonna listen to Stomp Down video and see what he over there talking about trans people, because I just wish people would just let people live. Like, that's just what I wish. I really just wish people would let people live. Hi, Blue Heart. That whole incident was very creepy, and I'm sure unnerving for Bree, but it was not illegal. And right. Okay, so listen. So it's not illegal to videotape anybody. No, it's not. No, it's not. But it's the intent behind it that makes it, it's the intent that behind it that borderlines that, right? That aspect of it. Okay, so it's not illegal to sit out there. You can record somebody all day long. You can post it. You know, you can have your commentary. You can do all of that. People do it. That's what the internet is, right? All we see is memes and videos and posts of shit going on. The thing about it is, what makes it borderline, where there could possibly be some type of case, is because of the intent behind it. And I'm not even saying just the video and the mocking and the edits to it. I'm talking about the content creators posting it. I'm talking about the relationship of the content creator that posted to Bree. The history, you know, that in itself can build up a case on its own. You know, it can be built, you know, built up to say, look, this person has been at me for a long time, for years, for months, however long. And now they finally got to this point. So because of the escalation from just commentary and just words to crossing over into her real life, that could be where, you know, that line is crossed. So it's just all about the intent behind it. It's about how hard you push it. You know, I mean, it ain't just gonna happen on its own, because people get recorded every day and get posted. But I mean, if there was really something that, you know, really a case that was being built, then yeah. Oh, I forgot too. I got y'all, I got Amazon, what you call? I got Amazon affiliation. And I should have been posted it because Christmas, duh. Y'all, I don't be paying attention to shit. But you know what I'm saying, Blue Heart? If you're still here. But yeah, y'all. I had to come on and just say what I felt, and I had to come on and just say what I felt. about this bullshit because it's just fucked up. In my opinion. In my opinion, it's fucked up, you know, and yes, very creepy. Like, it's just like, you can't live. You can't live. I mean, I guess, you know, and that's where it becomes like a catch-22 and where there's always going to be a flip side to the coin, right? Because, you know, you will have people who will say you ain't shit and you irrelevant and this, that, and the third. And then you will have people stalking you, posting you, um, you know, and making it seem like they got some damn celebrity sighting. I don't know what the fuck, y'all. Shit is crazy, but we had a great conversation, long-winded. I did talked so much, I can tell because my mouth is dry. I never even popped my bottle of wine. I'm just now putting the cheesecake in here, and it could have been done by now. But it is all good. It is all good. I'm about to crumble up some more cookies just to put on top. And then I'm still gonna pop and get me a glass of wine and do my hair. Have you ever used polygel? Yes, wait a minute. You meant polygel, right? Or you meant polyglide? What's that? Now, what do you think about them as a gift for a tween age child? You mean polygel? No, that's good. No, you good because like I just said, I'm about to go do my hair, girl. So we getting on that now. We can be on that. Oh, I still got some left over. But polygel, if that's what you meant, hon. Yes, I think that would be for a tween. Yes, I actually think, yep, I actually think that would be a really good choice for any beginner. So for a tween, I think that would be an awesome gift. And they got some really like, I mean, the cost. Oh,